So T1 just qualified for Worlds 2025. They had a very kind of easy but a bit of shaky series against Damwon Kia, and I just want to give my thoughts on the series real quick. I want to give some thoughts on DK missing Worlds, on T1 making Worlds, and just give my thoughts on the series as a whole, as a T1 fan. So I'll start with the fact that T1 made Worlds. So obviously I'm very happy. T1 has been my favorite team for a long time. And of course, I would like to see Faker, Guma UC, Carrier, Owner, all going back to Worlds to defend their title. I'm of course happy, of course, to see Doran making it to Worlds. Because let's face it, if T1 didn't go to Worlds, I know for sure that Doran will get flamed to hell. I mean, it makes sense. From a fan's perspective, they would think, oh, when Zeus was with T1, T1 made Worlds. The moment you joined, T1 didn't make Worlds. So of course fans will blame Doran, but if you watch T1 the whole year, you will know that Doran actually did a pretty good job. And honestly, I'm happy for them as well. Another thing I'm happy for is, of course, I'm happy for the viewership of the Worlds. I mean, it's a meme at this point that every time T1 doesn't make Worlds, everyone is scared that the viewership is going to plummet. So obviously, I'm very happy to see that T1 making Worlds, defending their titles. All the typical storylines are still online. Talking about the match as a whole, I would think that after game 1, I legit thought that T1 was in very shaky form. Everyone on the team was not doing that well. However, game 2, 3 and 4 was surprisingly dominant by T1. They made very proactive plays, and Owner, in my opinion, was by far the player of the series. He made so many good plays, both with his Gen setup and his team fighting as well. And he actually succeeded on both ends of the spectrum. His Jarvan was a very good team fighting threat in game 2. Because if you notice, in game 2 they were starting to lose that series, but Owner made a lot of clutch plays on Jarvan that allowed them to win the series. And he also did some spectacular ganks on Sylas and Pantheon. Because these two are kind of early game junglers where you need to really gank to get your plays off, and in my opinion, I think the Owner did a really good job as part of the series. And to me, he is a big integral part of how T1 even made it to Worlds in the first place. So yeah, I'm happy at T1 Worlds, and I would like just to say some words about Damwon Kia. Honestly, I feel really bad for them, Showmaker especially. Showmaker is honestly one of my favorite players of all time. Seeing him miss Worlds is pretty sad for me, but let's be honest, Damwon Kia as a whole is the reason why they're called the coin flip team, the meme team. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised they didn't make Worlds. And honestly, the only thing I sad about is that their game 4 draft, choosing Rammus support. I mean, like, if you look at the draft here, which I will just show you real quick. So Rammus was actually last pick, just for fun fact. If you look at this as a whole, it was actually really a good idea. Annie is magic damage, Sylas is magic damage. It's like there's no real good targets for him to actually jump on. All the armor he builds will pretty much be irrelevant. And let's say like this Gangplank ignores armor with his barrels as armor penetration. So yeah, this Rammus was really a troll pick in my opinion. I think it would have been way better choosing something like a Braum, maybe an Enchanter like a Melio or something. I don't know, this Rammus pick was such an int. If anything, I think it gave Sylas, it helped T1 more. Because it gave Sylas a very good ultimate to steal. Like, honestly, Rammus' ultimate is pretty strong. So it gave Owner a pretty good engage too, actually. And yeah, I think, yeah, Rammus is the best ultimate on this Damwon Kia lineup. So, yeah, honestly, kind of deserve it that Damwon Kia didn't make Worlds. I don't know what else to say. Overall, I'm very happy that T1 make Worlds. Commiserations for Damwon Kia, I guess. They didn't make Worlds, but oh yeah, I'm very happy to see T1 make Worlds. Do I think they'll beat Gen.G? Not really. I think Gen.G, even though they lost to KT, they're still Gen.G, right? Chovy is still going to be in top form, and T1 has like very bad records against Gen.G, so I don't think they beat Gen.G, but I think it'll be close. I think it'll be 3-2, but Gen.G will win. So yeah, I think that's all my thoughts on this series. Congratulations once again to T1 for making Worlds, and sad to see Damwon Kia gone, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's my very quick thoughts on this series, and yeah, bye bye.